The girl known for her pure heart. In a small village on the outskirts of town lived a girl named Emily, who stood out among the people for her kindness and compassion. She was born into a simple family, but her heart was filled with big dreams and strong faith. To Emily, the most precious thing in the world was the purity and sincerity of the human soul. Her greatest wish was to help others and spread joy wherever she went. Emily's parents had faced many hardships in the early years of her life. They worked hard in the village, raising their children with love and strong values. From a young age, Emily learned to show kindness to people, to listen to their troubles, and to offer help with all her heart. At school, she was always the one who helped her friends, explaining lessons patiently and lending an ear to their problems. However, Emily's purity and kindness were not always appreciated. Some villagers considered her naive and easily taken advantage of. Even some of her classmates tried to use her goodwill for their own benefit. Yet, instead of feeling anger or resentment, Emily chose to respond with understanding and forgiveness. She believed that everyone was fighting their own battles, and sometimes people acted unfairly out of their struggles. Her greatest strength was her patience and compassion. One day, a fierce storm hit the village. The wind tore down trees and damaged homes. The river flooded many fields. Many people lost their homes and cried in despair. Without hesitation, Emily stepped forward. She gathered her savings and brought food and supplies to those in need. She comforted the elderly, the children, and the youth, offering warm smiles and encouraging words. Though tears filled many eyes, Emily's genuine kindness calmed them all. This event became a turning point for the village. People began to see the true Emily, not just a gentle soul, but also a brave, devoted, and resilient young woman. They realized that Emily's light came from her pure heart and unyielding spirit. She knew deep down that the strongest weapon in the world was kindness and generosity. Years later, Emily began teaching at the small village school. She taught not only academic subjects but also how to keep one's heart pure and how to show love and kindness to others. Her lessons became popular, and many parents trusted her to help raise their children with strong morals. Emily lived not for herself, but for others. Yet life was not always easy for Emily. Sometimes she felt lonely. Despite being surrounded by people, maintaining the purity of one's heart was a difficult task. She occasionally faced jokes and even slander. But Emily never saw these as enemies. She trusted that true friends would always support her and that a pure heart would never be forgotten. One day, Emily decided to move to the big city to pursue her dreams, though her love for her small village remained deep in her heart. The city life tested her with many challenges. People often turned their faces away, and many sought to use others for their own benefit. But Emily preserved her inner light and continued helping and inspiring others even in the city. Emily learned that true power lies in a pure heart and genuine kindness, in the small but sincere acts of helping others. She always reminded herself, as long as I keep the purity in my heart, I can overcome any difficulty. With this belief, she continued to bring light to those around her despite all the hardships. Years passed, and Emily's story inspired many. She showed that the greatest treasure is a heart filled with sincere love and generosity. Because of people like her, the world becomes a more beautiful, warm, and happy place.